Good morning. It's the beginning of hunting season. I'm at a farm just outside of Louis Trichardt, and it is crawling with game. There are impala calling all around. It's mating season. We have jackal close by. Just behind me is a little dam that's about 24 yards away. So I'll check it out with a rangefinder, and I have a feeling it's going to be really good. So stick with us, don't move. Well, that shot certainly wasn't good. Looked a little high and a little forward, maybe hit him in the shoulder. That's why I saw the arrow stuck in him as he ran away. So we'll go follow him up and see if we can get him and put him out of his misery. That was a successful hunt. Short little follow-up just down the road here, and he lay dead maybe about 300 yards that way to our south. Shot not quite hit the heart, maybe a little bit up. We'll see when they slaughter it and they take off the skin for me where the arrow actually lie, but all in all, a good shot, good hunt. I feel good about the bow. Next year I promise to do much better.
Some of our happiest moments in the bush are spent around the campfire. As the evening progressed, I couldn't help reflecting on how this impala wagged his tail after scrutinizing the blind. I mean, I couldn't even zoom in on the camera. And that 2-inch cut, that made all the difference. We're essentially bushveld hunters, so we were especially excited to get to the Northern Cape as we've never hunted there before. And I expected a lot less bush for cover, but this was awesome.
Good morning to you from an ice cold hide out here in Kimberley. It's late in the hunting season and the wind has died down. This morning we had lots of frost and the animals should be coming out pretty soon. It's warming up quite nicely outside. Last night we had lots of animals come to this water. We had kudu come out last night at sunset, and during the night on the spy point we got plenty of impala and some springbuck. So here's hoping for a good one. It's cold. I have some coffee, so here's to some straight arrows. See you later.
The blind was situated at a waterhole which had a windmill. This meant that the constant movement would aid in distracting the animals if one needed to move inside the blind. It was cold, very cold, all day long. Every day I had lots of company around the dam. All kinds of animals would come in at various times for a drink. The waterhole was a hive of activity during the night, so mornings were calm and quiet. In my excitement, I'd completely forgotten to hit record on the camera. So there was only one angle to work with, but it was all good in the end.
Over there. There's some more blood over here. So, looks like it's not going to be such a difficult track job for me. There's more blood right here. Let's see, more blood. These stones. There's a big one there.
This arrow blasted clean through. By the color of the blood, I could tell she was lung shot.
You'll see this is how far she ran, and let's see, there she is, right over there. This raised broadhead really is awesome.
So the next day I had my heart set on this impala ram that I saw hanging around in the area. It was a glorious morning, and as usual I had lots of company, but as it turns out I wasn't the only one who felt lucky. Later that morning, this ram came marching in. He seemed to be marking his territory and wandered off again. Animals in Africa are extremely cautious when approaching water. With predators in all shapes and sizes, they generally take their time in assessing the area, and only after wagging their tails, they can take a drink.
Yes. Bowtech. Oh yeah. This is where he stood, and I found some guts. There's a really strong smell of stomach contents there, so I'm sure he went straight ahead that way. And we'll see what happens when we follow the track. And there it is. Rage. Did its trick again. Oh my goodness. I spotted the arrow sticking out in the grass here. Shot a little far back. That is my hunting Kimberly.
This shot was surprisingly good. The arrow snapped off clean inside the opposite shoulder, and the rage had to be cut free. A good result considering the angle at which I had to shoot and the fact that he was still moving when I squeezed off.